Most of you already know Gianni Grippo. He's a 3-time Nogi world champion. But few people know Gazimagomed Tagaev, mostly because he's more focused on wrestling in Dagestan. But he also trains Jiu-Jitsu, and few things he did in this match really surprised me. Let's get right into it. Gianni's wasting no time, he's pulling guard straight away and going Kiss of the Dragon. It is very interesting how Tagaev is defending these positions. He's always C-gripping the ankles of Gianni and keeping distance, and sometimes he's hip switching to put weight only on one side of his body. So it's hard for Gianni to get under him. We will see that later in this match. But it is very interesting how he's defending these positions while he's in Dagestan. Because I don't know how much people play guard in Dagestan. And he's very good at defending this position somehow. So that is very interesting. Pay attention how he's sitting on his left hip. So it's hard for Gianni to go under him and spin under him, you see. But that is why Gianni can go to the left side and attack the De La Riva from the outside. Maybe even pummel his left leg inside for like single leg X position and attack the legs. I like that strategy when people sit on one hip. You can either wrestle up from here, but because Tagaev is so good at defending wrestle ups, Gianni is not even like trying. So the next option is trying to pummel inside position with both of his legs and go into single leg kicks or something like that to attack the legs straight away. And this was very good belly down spin from Gianni. He can even capture a straight footlock from there. But Tagaev straight away disassembled that position. This is very interesting how Tagaev is doing this like rumble passing. It is so interesting to see these wrestler type players who came from specific wrestling background. They are always like this, like in this posture. But maybe he will lift his left arm, let's see. Gianni is really going for this choi bar here. Let's see if he'll manage to pummel his top leg over the body of Tagaev. But because Tagaev is C-gripping that left leg of Gianni, he didn't manage to do that. Also, guys, if you learn one thing from Gianni Grippo, watching him play guard, pay attention how he's changing his hips all the time. When he's going reverse De La Riva and De La Riva, that is the main difference from Gianni and most of guard players. He's always changing sides. He's creating a dilemma for the opponent. He can go behind him for the back take, something like a matrix back take. He can pummel both of the legs into inside position and attack the legs, something like a straight footlock grip from single leg kicks. Or he can go like this, reverse De La Riva and go Kiss of the Dragon and spin under you. So that is the main difference from Gianni and most of other guard players. He's never only attacking one position. He's always changing them and creating dilemma for the opponent. That is very, very important. The only problem Gianni has is he's not very good at wrestling up from bottom position. But now he tried, let's see. You see like he's straight away sitting up again. When he felt little bit of pressure, he gave up. But again, Tagaev is wrestling his whole life. So it's different from most of like BJJ players. When Gianni goes against them, he can wrestle up. But against like a high level wrestler, he will not try to wrestle up that much. But that is like the main problem, I think, with Gianni. If he had like a very, very strong wrestle ups, he will be like a monster. He will like beat even more people. He's so good right now, but he can be like even better if he's like getting like even better at wrestling up. But maybe he can get like a crab right from here and take the back. Let's see. He has a seatbelt and he's even looking for a like a Kimura grip of control, but he lost it because Tagaev is very good from scrambling from those positions. When the opponent is close to do something to him, like capture the hip or sweep him, he is very good at reversing those positions. It is very interesting to see how he's defending those positions. Also, his defense from chokes is amazing. Maybe even the best I've seen is this guy. Like his defense from chokes is something next level. And we will see that in the later rounds. So let's see, only 40 seconds left. Let's see if Gianni will manage to do something from here. He's just pummeling the top lasso, framing the shoulders of Tagaev, the far shoulder. Maybe he can get a choi bar from here. Let's see if he'll... Yeah, but Tagaev is keeping his right arm tucked, so it's hard. Maybe something like a arm drag if he's set up, but yeah, I don't think there is like much time for him to do something very hardcore from bottom, but Let's see. It is very interesting how Tagaev is all the time blocking the far hip of Gianni. So it's hard for Gianni to pummel his legs, but also because Tagaev is C-gripping the legs of Gianni all the time, it's hard for Gianni to pummel. That in combination with the hip post of Tagaev, it is making very hard for Gianni to pummel. But Gianni is very flexible, so he will like find a way to pummel. Hey guys, I post free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't share on YouTube on my Patreon, along with a lot more study material. I'm sure you'll find something that helps your Jiu-Jitsu. The link is in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss the next study. Second round, let's go. Gianni straight away just looking for grips to pull guard. Yeah, that was very nice guard pull. He faked like a wrestling takedown and pulled guard after that. That was very good. Straight away, Tagaev is trying to hack the knee line of Gianni Grippo. You see how he's going over the knee line of Gianni, but his head is too low. So let's see what Gianni will do from here. The head of Tagaev is very low from here. Yeah, he's going for an anaconda. Let's see if he'll manage to do something with this anaconda. Interesting thing that Tagaev does when he's in chokes, he always controls the legs of the opponent. If you pay attention how he's hugging the legs of Gianni Grippo, he will never let them go. So yeah, Gianni let go of the anaconda. That is the main defense like Tagaev is doing that I've rarely seen people do. Most people will just go like spastic, like, and try to spaz out as fast as they can from a submission. But Tagaev is like being very comfortable. But he's making mistake. He's keeping his head too low. So Gianni went like overlapping his body, and now he's trying to enter into the legs of Tagaev. And this is a very good position to enter into the legs. Let's see if he'll manage to pummel his left leg. Yeah, this is getting deeper and deeper here. Very good. That was amazing from Gianni. Going for outside heel hook. And Tagaev is on his right hip, which is hiding his heel. That is very good, but Gianni is transitioning into straight footlock. Let's see. Going belly down. Yeah, the leg of Tagaev slipped. That was amazing defense from Tagaev. And also very good transitions from Gianni Grippo. I think for people like Tagaev, you really need to finish them with a knee bar or inside heel hook. Something from cross ashe. Because if you do outside heel hook, it's so hard to finish them. I think Pato finished Tagaev with outside heel hook. But it's so hard, it's so hard. And straight footlock, it's even harder. It is easier, I think, if it's like Aoki lock. Because they don't know where to roll. If it's Aoki roll, if it's Aoki lock, I've seen so many Dagestanis like be like in shambles, like they don't know what way to roll, because it's like a very rare technique that they have not seen. So that is like a very interesting how they are like not used to Aoki locks, but for straight foot locks they are like very used to defending those. And outside heel hooks as well. They're very good at outside heel hook defense. Not that much inside heel hook, but outside they're very good. They're just getting restarted into 50-50. Tagaev really needs to be careful from this position. This is the main position of Gianni. He's very good at attacking leg locks from here, but also taking your back. And also straight away going into sweep and passing from here. And there is one thing that Gianni does from here that is very rare. Maybe we will see it here. Pay attention how he's trying to backstep with his right leg. He's always looking for this. Watch how he's gripping the right arm of Tagaev. So he wants to clear his leg. Yeah, and now he backstep. And straight away he's going for an arm triangle from here. But because Tagaev is completely on his left shoulder, the arm triangle is not a available option. So Gianni is transitioning into the back, because the back was a very good option from there. Let's see if he'll manage to do something from here. He's going for a choke, but I don't think the angle is very good. Pay attention how Tagaev is shrimping and trying to put his left shoulder on the mat. Watch the left shoulder of Tagaev. And now it's on the mat and he's escaped. That is very important, very important. Tagaev is a master of escaping these positions. And now maybe he can even get a sweep from here. Oh my god, that was amazing. That was amazing sweep. Amazing. And maybe they're looking for not to give points to Tagaev. I don't know what is happening because that looked like a sweep for to me. But maybe because Gianni Grippo was also attacking the seatbelt and trying to take the back of Tagaev, maybe that is why they did not give points to Tagaev. So they will be like stopped here and they will check the camera. That is very interesting. Guys, tell me in the comments, what do you think? Will you give Tagaev points or it will be 0-0? That was very interesting how they stopped the match for that. I was sure that that was points for Tagaev, but now I don't know. Tell me in the comments, what do you think? But straight away, Gianni is going for a arm triangle maybe here. Let's see. Watch Tagaev how he's on his side. It's so hard to finish this triangle when people are on their side like this. Maybe even he can get into turtle and completely escape this position. But that was amazing defense from Tagaev. Let's see. Yeah, he's still on his side, so Gianni is going for the back. But maybe he can even get a triangle from here, back triangle. Yeah, he's going over the hand of Tagaev. Yeah, the Tagaev was keeping his hand so low. It was like a very available option for Gianni to go into a triangle from here. But let's see, maybe he will transition into armbar, which I don't think it's smart against Dagestani to go into armbar and maybe lose top position. But if he locks the triangle, it will be a lot better. But the time ran out. So they have one last round. That is like 5 minutes. So let's go. Last round, let's go. Straight away, Gianni again looking for a guard pull. He needs to be careful so Tagaev doesn't like single leg or double leg him while he is trying to pull guard. Because that will be points for Tagaev. So that is why Gianni is so careful. And he has amazing guard pull. Like he's never making mistake and giving points away for no reason with that like guard pull. That was amazing. Straight into reverse de la Kiva. Oh my god, he's trying arm drag, but Tagaev is having a good head position, so that didn't work. But that shoulder drag slash arm drag from over under was amazing. You need to go back and check that if you want to learn it for your training. That was amazing idea for Gianni, but the head positioning of Tagaev is very simple and very straightforward and always in the middle of the chest of Gianni. So it's hard for Gianni to gain some like a good angle of Tagaev. So that is what Tagaev is doing very good. But also Gianni is the master of changing angles. And you see how he's pushing his head to the other side, to the right shoulder of Gianni's. Gianni's pushing the head of Tagaev. That was amazing. Now going for a kiss of the dragon entry. Let's see. Oh my god, he's repummeling his right leg. Let's see if he'll manage to get something from here. He was going for a wedging back tech maybe, but it didn't work. And now Tagaev is going for outside heel hook. That is a crazy mistake from Tagaev. Going on an outside heel hook to Gianni Grippo. That is crazy work from Tagaev. But I can only guess Tagaev doesn't even know who Gianni is. So let's see. Now he's in like a big trouble. Let's see if Gianni will manage to do something from here. This is amazing position for Gianni. And it is very deep. That seatbelt is very deep. Let's see if he'll manage to capture the top arm of Tagaev also. Tagaev is keeping that arm very low all the time because he's fighting the ankles of Gianni. So maybe Gianni can capture that arm as well because he's keeping it so low. Let's see if he'll manage to put his left hook in and like overextend the body of Tagaev. That will also open his neck. Tagaev is being very compact. It's hard for Gianni to get anything at him. Let's see, maybe he is going for this like rear naked slash arm triangle from the side choke. Yeah, but it didn't work. So he's chair sitting, let's see. And again, he's capturing the top arm of Tagaev. I'm telling you guys, he's keeping it so low all the time. So now again, he will transition into this triangle for sure. This is getting deep. This is getting very deep. Yeah, this is a big problem for Tagaev. Let's see. Yeah, this is a submission. That is a submission. That was amazing work from Gianni. And also from Tagaev. That was very interesting how Tagaev was defending most of those positions. There is a lot to learn from this match. Hey guys, I post free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't share on YouTube on my Patreon, along with a lot more study material. I'm sure you'll find something that helps your jiu-jitsu. The link is in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss the next study.